Hi guys, welcome back to GFFA Games and the Old Republic. We are heading north. We're going to go up here, that way, up to the prototype lab for the research and development mission. Research and development, Corellia, one of the founding members of the Republic and a huge strategic resource, is now under Imperial control. Although you have restored access to the rocket tram system, the Empire has now deployed special prototype droids to fire on the Republic's short-range vehicles as they move across the planet. You were contacted by Councillor Balos, a member of the Corellian Council who originally voted to join the Empire. The Councillor has since had a huge change of heart. I added the word huge there, apologies. With the help of Dina Behar, Councillor Balos' assistant, you were able to reactivate the Baharan droid factory and produce your own disaster relief droids, which should be able to break down the vault doors protecting the Empire's prototype droid lab. Once inside, you'll need to find Danison Varric, the creator of the Empire's droids. Enter the Empire's prototype lab in Labour Valley. Use your remote to direct the disaster relief droids to open the vault door. Okay. I'm not quite sure whether this has taken us to a different area or it's just an instance. We'll find out. Kill this guy though. So you remember last episode we went into the lab and we created the droids. So this episode we're gonna continue that storyline. I'm actually not quite sure how much of the planetary quest we've got left to do. I suspect we're about halfway through. Probably a couple more episodes before we move on to the class quests. Maybe 3 episodes, depending on if there's plenty of exploratory missions we need to do as well. Am I heading the right direction still? Yes. Okay, so we're in a new area now. Not been here before. Advanced Product Research Sector, so it looks very similar to the other areas, but more of a industrial, obviously industrial area, whereas the previous ones were industrial, but also looked like they were inhabited as well, whereas this looks more like a factory, doesn't it? What's this place? Oh, Republic Medical Droid. We do have some stuff to sell. He's got a mission. Let's see what his mission is. First of all,
stand by for examination and suggested products.
Let's get rid of all this junk we've collected. Just double check to see if we can actually do anything with those
Return to your post
before we get rid of them. Okay. We did say last episode we wanted to repair our stuff.
Return to your post.
So that's a good call. Let's see what Lieutenant Callum's got for us.
Neste ahoje hatal al alasonak oraban.
My job is to save every life I can. Someone needs to put out that fire.
Hosu idon keras tulals elva lasto. Neste ahoje hatal al alasonak oraban. Latlan felit gegob es elenga agiob.
Turning back isn't an option, and I'm not planning to die today.
Esvarni az ezred. Maringo hombaleba. Ogene kunk. Toleras ege mas fonales.
Okay, Lieutenant Callum, let's see where your mission wants us to go. Oh, just outside. So we'll do that first, before we head inside. Dousing the flames. Torpedo explosive. We've done quite a bit of collecting explosives in this. On this planet. Is that a torpedo? No, it's a light. Who was that? No, hello. Hazard cannoneer. Cannoneer, that's an interesting word. Kind of like bombardier, I guess. I'm assuming it's a real word. I've never heard it before, I don't think. Cannoneer. Kind of reminds me of Canyonero, but oh, this looks like what I want. That's obviously something from The Simpsons. Big Simpsons fan. I am. Well, first 10 or so seasons. After that, not so much. I think probably, like everybody, the drop-off in quality. I don't think any other show has ever had quite the same drop-off in quality as The Simpsons. I would be interested to know if other if people say that other shows have. I think The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones are all shows that had drops off in quality, but whether they're quite the same as The Simpsons, I don't know. Because The Simpsons still going, you know? Oh. Oh, it says collect torpedo explosives 0 out of 4. Am I meant to be collecting something? Am I just... Oh, okay. Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it, T7? Did I just drive through the fire? Was that the problem there? I'm sure there was another one. Oh, there it is. So we douse the flames, and then we collect the explosive. That's what we have to do. That's me being silly. I have to take this guy out, aren't I? Just been speaking to a friend of mine who's bemoaning what happened with the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. He's saying it doesn't make sense because the Mandalorian episodes are really good. And I agree. You know, they are standout episodes of the series. If they were in the Mandalorian themselves, like if it was actually part of season 3 of the Mandalorian, I don't know if I'd be saying they were like really spectacular episodes or anything, but they are good episodes of the Mandalorian. They're good, you know. So what happened with the rest of the show? Why are the actual Boba Fett episodes so crap? Now, I do have a theory about this, and I've said it before, but I'll go through it again. I believe that though the show was crap, basically, and everyone knew it, so they said that they had to take some episodes from The Mandalorian season 3 and add it in, including the reunion with Grogu and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they were ever originally intended to be part of Book of Boba Fett. Genuinely. Anyway, let's see what Lieutenant Callum's got to say.
Asolitot ejebal vane. Tinvalami miat vaje mas minem kes doding. Kot vene atengerazon igot
Well, that was a rather simple exploratory mission, but, well, won't complain. Yeah, I think the cancellation of the Rangers of the New Republic series drastically affected everything, like everything, in that TV universe. I think that it would look very different today, and the announcements and what was coming up would be very, very different had that show gone ahead as planned. I'm really confident about that. I'm sure that's what's happened. Oh, we're going to get dismounted. Plasma gunner. That's a very Warhammer 40,000 sort of thing. Let's hope he blows himself up like I do when I try to use a plasma gun. No such luck. I really want to get back into painting. You know, I haven't painted in a few weeks. Legion, Warhammer. Got some Legion Scout Troopers to paint up. I think I only buy the Imperial stuff for Legion, and I think that might be one of the last units that I'm bothered about getting. I did think about getting the Dark Troopers, but I think they might be a bit boring to paint, to be honest. I've got Darth Vader to paint. I've never actually played it, though. I should see if anyone wants to play it in one of the local gaming groups. They run some at a local shop. Warhammer 40,000 as well. I've actually pretty much given up with Warhammer 40,000. I collect Horus Heresy now, paint Ultramarines, and I just love those models. I really do love them. I still buy the odd 40k model if you know, it looks good. I'll still buy it. Oh, it's quite an area. So that's the vault door. We've got to kill 40 guys. Okay. The thing is with Warhammer 40,000 is I don't like the new designs. They were called Primaris. Now they're just Space Marines. They've gotten kind of rid of that distinction between a Space Marine and a Primaris Marine, which I find kind of annoying because I love the classic Space Marine design. I say classic, I mean like the 90s, 2000s Space Marine, the Mark 7, is it, that armor? I might be wrong. But the classic Space Marine that everyone knows and loves. That's the one that I like. I really love the 30k, the Horus Heresy, Mark 6, the Beaky Marine. Those are like the first Marines that I ever had. I wish that they'd actually redo the original molds for the first plastic kit. You know, I'd love to get them in better plastic, basically, if they just redo them. And also all the original metal Marines, I'd buy them in a heartbeat if they did them in a box set or something. I think it's a little bit awkward because I think a lot of the original sculpts, you know, they're not very detailed or anything like that, and some of them are actually pretty crappy, but I think a lot of the guys that did those early sculpts kind of fell out with Games Workshop when they turned into a corporation. I think a lot of them kind of got froze out, and there's a lot of bad blood there. But I'd still buy them if they redid them all. But I do like the Horus Heresy models that they're doing now. I do love them. Just wish I had time to sit and paint them. I kind of want to get better at painting, but I'm just not. You know, yeah, I think a man has to know his limitations, as Harry Callahan would say. And I think unless you're going to make painting your life, or at least like your main hobby, then you know, maybe you're not going to be that good at painting, and that's where I am. Kind of slap paint on a model, make it look half decent, but I'm never going to be like a Golden Demon award winner or whatever they call them. I wish I was, but yeah, I just don't have. I don't have the interest in it to make it like my main passion. But I do love seeing what some people can do. I mean, they're absolutely mesmerising, some people's painting. That is a good question as to what is my main passion, hobby-wise. Not really sure. It's not really video games. I enjoy them, but I wouldn't say it's my main passion. Right, now I've got to find Dannison. It's all the way up there. Okay. I suppose, I mean, Star Wars in general is my my main interest, you know? It's what I spend most of like my free time thinking about, I guess. You know, in a reasonable sense. That's what I like to collect, Star Wars stuff. The new stuff, not so much, doesn't really appeal to me. But that's good in the sense that there's a finite amount of stuff that does interest me with Star Wars. So I can now kind of go back and read things I never read, enjoy things that I haven't read in a while, and collect things that I always wanted. You know. Sorry, I just see these little holes and I kind of want to go through them. Sometimes it pays off. Well, does it? Has it ever paid off? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not that bothered about collecting expanded universe novels. I do love to read them, but I'm not sure I really want... I don't have the space for the amount of books that they released, you know? So I do want to read them, but I'm quite happy just to read them, I'd say Kindle, but I do prefer to hold an actual book. So if I can get like a cheap paperback version of it, then I can kind of just give it to a charity shop, or, well, no one's going to buy it, are they? So, yeah, that's kind of like my plan. The adventure journals that I've been reading, I did used to own all of them, but I sold them. But to be honest, I remember when I had them, I didn't really like opening them because, well, every time you touched them, you felt like you were devaluing them, and I can't live like that, you know. If I own something, I want to enjoy it. I don't just want to own it. So I've just got PDFs of them off of the fantastic Star Wars online resource. Is it timeline.net it's called? Star Wars timeline.net or .com? I can't remember now. The one with all of the lost media, or, you know, rare media scanned on there. Not Eddie's website, which is another fantastic resource, but for different reasons. Also, I noticed that Lightsider is now available on that website if you're interested in reading it. That for a long time wasn't available in any way because of legal rights. I think the guy that had a copy was worried that the person that he got the copy from would get into trouble, because I think it was somebody that worked for Lucasfilm or was contracted by Lucasfilm, but I guess that contract is null and void now because he's released it on his website. He did send me a copy a long time ago, but I've never actually sat and read it. But I've got a hard copy of it. The version that is released on his website, the PDF version, looks much better because it's got an unedited version of the text in it. My hard copy, the chap edited down to try and make it fit continuity a little better with what had been released since then, which I think it was probably around about the time that episode 3 came out that was released, maybe a little later. So yeah, I mean, fair enough, you know, that's kind of his hobby. He saw himself as a bit of an editor, but for me, I think it's the same chap that's done the Supernatural Encounters books, which I've been meaning to buy, but I just don't really have the money. But yeah, probably worth checking out the PDF version of Lightsider if you're an Expanded Universe fan, because that is, or was for a very long time, lost media. But now it's there for everybody to see. Get it while you can, because, of course, all this stuff, who knows how long it's going to be out. For the longest time, I had to keep it secret that I had a copy, but I guess I can reveal that I do now. I'm assuming. But yeah, I do find that with the Expanded Universe community, there's a lot of people, you know, working together, which is fantastic. You know, saying like, you know, I've got this, you know, can we find this? And because it's like a thing of the past now, you know, it no longer exists. People are doing interviews and finding out information, stuff that we've always wanted to know or never even thought about before. You know, there's all this kind of, like they are with the original Star Wars movies. You know, there's such a cultural icon, had such an impact that now people are interested in finding out more about it and how it came to be and all the little anecdotes and stuff that I guess at the time no one thought anyone would really care about, but well, now we're all nostalgic for it, we do. Yeah, I think there are a couple of books out that have interviews with some of the Expanded Universe creatives that I'd love to get and read. Yeah, it's kind of like my... I suppose that is my main hobby interest, actually. This kind of era of Star Wars. I'd say right now it's probably the vintage era. That's what's really kind of interesting me at the moment. I really love... Oh, look at that droid. That's cool. Oh, I thought it was a huge droid. It's not. It's just on a platform. Oh, that's still pretty big. I thought it was like a Titan, you know? But yeah, Warhammer hasn't always been an interest of mine. It was when I was younger, but I completely fell out of it for years and years and years. But I've recently kind of got back into it in the last few years. I've subscribed to White Dwarf, which is pretty cool. Again, though, like most things, I find that I'm more interested in stuff of the past than I am of what's happening with the property right now. But, you know, it hasn't gone to pot as much as, like, Star Wars has, let's be honest. Ah, technician. Oh, there he is, look. Danison Varick.
With all due respect, Master Jedi, you're not authorized to be here. Those doors were pure Durasteel, at least 5 layers thick. How did you even get inside?
Disaster relief droids don't care how thick your doors are.
Of course. I should have accounted for that. Oh, the Republic troops, yeah. A terrible business. I can assure you, my droids are not responsible. They're equipped for combat, but only for defensive purposes. There's no need to destroy them.
Republic soldiers are dying. Your droids have to be stopped.
You're assuming they can be stopped. I won't argue with an armed intruder. Just give me a moment to make the proper adjustments. These droids are my greatest work. I can't allow you to destroy them. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. Thought I was going to attack him. I guess not. But I've thrown him up here and now he's out of range, so... Oh, there he's dead. Oh no, there's another one. Quite glad these droids aren't like titans now. Right, so wipe him out. Quite tough, these guys, but not tough enough. What you got to say about that, Danson?
Those droids could destroy speeders mid-flight. They were tested against the Empire's strongest men. Yes, the droids were made for the Empire. I supported the Council's decision. I'm not ashamed. The Republic's falling, and they expect brilliant men like me to go down with her. I won't do it.
The Republic survived everything so far, including your droids.
I'm aware. I've already noted several improvements to make. I don't expect you to understand. Things being what they are, I'm the one who has to adapt. If the Republic is Corellia's future, I'm willing to look past my political views. You've seen my designs in action. I could create similar things for the Republic, if they'll have me.
A traitor like you can never be trusted again.
I expected as much. With us or against us, no matter what you can offer. I'd better inform my team of our new criminal status. At least we'll face our punishment together.
General Aves, the Empire's droids have been destroyed.
The General's a little busy right now, so you get me. Corsac will be there to deal with Dennis and Varric soon. I wasn't expecting the Councilor's information to check out. For your sake, I'm glad it did.
Where does the Republic go from here?
With Labor Valley under control, the Republic set their sights on Axial Park. The Empire's launched a major offensive to keep us out. Armies, walkers, trenches. They're already calling it the Battle of Axial Park. General Aves needs all the help he can get.
What's Axial Park?
The greenest and most symbolic spot in Coronet City. You can find monuments and museums to every galactic conflict there. Axial Park is just a tram ride away from Capitol Square. We win this battle, and the Empire's cornered. Head to Axial Park and check in with the General. He'll tell you what to do.
Right, okay, looks sounds like we're going to the next area, doesn't it? Can't see one of those things that takes us straight back out to where we came from. So I think we shall fast travel. Might as well fast travel all the way back here, haven't we? To the tram. Axial Park, that's where we're going to go. Need to take the tram. I'm curious about this. I love the way she runs when she's just waved. Arms right down by the sides. Kind of like how I run, which is why I don't.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Axial Park, that's the one.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Thank you, I will. Off we go. I do love this tram thing that they've got. Whoa! I wish that other planets had got this kind of like train system. Kind of a really cool set piece, isn't it? Waterfalls. Oh, here we are, Axial Parks. Must be coming up to the station. Hopefully. This must be at this building ahead. Yes. Perfect. So it's our map. Okay, so we've only got to get down here. So how many other areas are there? There's the government district, but it looks like you can get through to that. You don't need a tram. So this must be the last few planetary missions then, so we must be in the final area. Keep an eye out for exploratory missions, because they sometimes appear in this kind of area, but I'm not seeing any. Okay, so let's go this way and left, I think. So this is like meant to be a green area, isn't it? That must be the park over to the right-hand side now. Huh. Oh, we've got Sith here now. It's getting a little tougher, I guess. Don't think we've had Sith on this planet before, have we? Don't think I fought any last episode. What's this? Oh, it's a mission. Okay. Upload the targeting program. Right. Whereabouts is that then? No, it's just back here in the park. Let's go and do it. Escaped Nexu. Oh my god. Must be a zoo then. We'll soon find out. Turrets right in front of us. This must be the turrets. Ah, yes, I can see where we're going here. Oh, it's T-7. I wonder what T-7 was screaming about. Is he alright? It looks alright. Here we go. Perfect. Oh, level 72. Just what we wanted. I'm not quite sure what the free-to-play level cap is. I tried to find this information, but it said level 60, I think, when I looked, and obviously we're well above that. So how the hell do I get out of here? There we go. Great, escaped over that wall. Looks like it's a right up here. Must be here. I just wonder if it because I've got preferred status because I was a subscriber, whether that means I've got just the normal level cap or the level cap's higher in general. I don't know. Let's see what Sia Narin's got to say.
Chingwanga la hagwa chekuska ampasa dobiska. Wama oto chakoga hutapawa do bampaula. Ni mafuto bonki chuta.
We will drive the Empire off Corellia.
Magusa no pajonki. Faguta gioto endia. Tupatula musta. Wograngi tampio dume dunka. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji. Ta ushagwa upa.
The Imperials couldn't blow it up? I'm impressed.
Fibanaiga twipi taiboka donko wanawanga. Muguto neompi bedwana ni bobo chopo uma. Kavatuto omishka kaba no tesma wetia?
The troops need their supplies. I'll protect your men.
Gora jokunto. Kokatichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi pompota. Tebisa kakuka pemewata.
Okay, so whereabouts is the repair team then? No, all the way down here. Well, let's go and do that. And then we'll come back and continue the rest of the mission. Admittedly, a lot of these missions take to the same place, but I kind of want to keep them separate so I can keep better track of what it is we're doing. No, it might be a little bit annoying retracing our steps sometimes, but I do think overall it's for the best. Just kind of wish I had a faster speeder. Getting around this planet seems a bit slow. I don't think we need to go down there, do we? No, not necessarily. Brings us to the same place. But yeah, this is a very well designed planet, this one, in the sense of it's actually interesting to look at and interesting to be on. Just wish that it was a bit easier to navigate with the map, but you know, that's my hang up more than anything. But yeah, really great aesthetic. I'm not quite sure it's a overly Star Warsy aesthetic, but you know, it's good nonetheless. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a you know, just like a science fiction game, a future Earth kind of aesthetic. Not necessarily what you expect from Star Wars, is it? But you know, it looked alright in Solo. Looked very much like this, didn't it? Oh, here they are. Anyone want to talk to me? No? Meet with the repair team. Well, this is the repair team, right? Oh, oh, okay. Just had to get here, did I? This is a bit of a strange one. It's difficult to see them, and they keep jumping away. there's still more. Trees annoying. Is he gonna die, this guy? Yes, there we go. We've done it. Oh. Just have to return to her. They don't want to actually speak to me or give me anything. Honestly, ungrateful. Although actually I really don't want to talk to him, so worked out well. Let's just head back to Sia Narin and then we can head on in and speak to General Aves, hopefully. Or Aves, they keep pronouncing his name differently. Poo Poo. Is that what that says? Bit inappropriate. Let's head up a slightly different way just to get a bit more exploring done. Head down this road. Takes us to the same place. I wonder if they'll ever make another Star Wars racing game. I mean, I'm not a fan of racing games. I probably wouldn't play it, but you know, this planet kind of has a racing vibe to it, doesn't it? You can imagine like speeders racing down these streets. I know, like Star Wars Racer was, well, I guess it was the right game for the right time for the right system, wasn't it? That, you know, N64, everyone doing their like multiplayer on it, just fantastic, really. I had it on PC, and like I say, I'm not a big fan of racing games, but I played it a little bit. It was good.
I made sure your engineers got the job done. Tram should be running fine now.
Kubala fanga no jibo. Mukili makolunki ni at bompa boshuda.
I remember playing the arcade version of it in the like it was like a little pod that you sat in and you had the levers and everything. It was phenomenal, like really good. I think if I was an absolute millionaire, I would have a room that was just full of the Star Wars arcade games, all of them, because wow, some of them were fantastic. Okay, that's a heroic. We can ignore that. So let's head down and do the planetary mission. Speak to General Aves. Where is he? I mean, I played Battle Pod for a while. I think that's like the most recent, perhaps, arcade, Star Wars arcade. That was good. Very expensive, though.
Checking in, General Aves. Captain Kentaris said you needed me.
If we need you anywhere on Corellia, it's here. We're getting close, and the Imperials know it. We've been on the march since the blockade ended. When we reached Axial Park, the Empire was waiting. Axial Park is the gateway to Capitol Square, and a monument to Republic history. Failure isn't an option here.
We have the Force on our side. Failure isn't a possibility.
I'll trust you on that one. What Jedi are left on Corellia didn't respond to our calls for aid. Every time we gain some ground, our troops get ambushed. Between the Special Forces and the Imperial Army, my men are overwhelmed. We're about to start a major offensive into Imperial territory. I need someone on the battlefield dealing with these ambushes as they appear.
Whatever the Empire throws at me, I can handle it.
I believe it. We've got to secure the ground we have. Our engineers are creating a perimeter of trenches around the command center. The engineers have armed escorts, but the Empire's hit them hard. They'll need your protection until the trenches are stabilized.
Tell your men to get working. I'll keep the Empire busy.
Move fast and take them down hard. There's too much at stake for games. I've got my scouts working to find Special Forces before they strike. As reports come in, I'll contact you with your next objective. Make sure you're prepared before you head out. There's no time to rest on the battlefield.
Let's go. He's suggesting that we get repaired and all that nonsense before we head out, because sounds like there's not going to be any let up in this mission. So let's just get on with it, shall we? How long has this been going? About 45 minutes, this video. I think we'll continue for a little bit longer. I'm not in any rush. It's a Sunday afternoon I'm recording this, and well, there's not a lot else that I would rather be doing than playing the Old Republic right now. And that's a nice feeling to have, you know? It's just lovely to think I'm doing the thing that I want to be doing. Maybe. Okay, so it's right in the middle of here, is it? Well, might as well head on in. We haven't really gone through the park yet. What's some Imperials about? Oh, it attracted the attention of one. Or three. Maybe coming into the park was a bad idea. So I need to find these trenches then, don't I? Must be where that explosion's coming from, isn't it? Crashed spaceship. It's pretty cool. Little river. This way on the map. That looks like a Republic base, doesn't it? This where the trenches are. This must be the Republic trench that we need to kill everybody inside. It says 0 out of 10, so is that just 10 guys I've got to kill in here? Or are there 10 trenches? Well, these guys are quite tough, actually. Doing a number on me. Come on, T7, where are you? Help me out. Need to take one down, and then hopefully the other's a little bit easier. Oh, take him down. Take him down. One down. Yes, I just need to defeat 10 guys. Okay. Whew, T7. That was quite a thing. Let's see if we can help a little bit here. I hope we've taken down the toughest guy there to begin with, but all these guys are pretty tough. That's 4 out of 10. These guys just look like normal troops, don't they? A bit easier. Okay. Who's this guy? Another normal troop. One more guy to kill. That's going to be you, buddy. Oh, no. 9 out of 10. Still got one more. I know B7. T7. My apologies. Do these guys count? Hopefully.
Trenches are along far enough now. Along
artillery camps are under attack. The troops need help. Get to those camps. Stop the Empire. And make sure the artillery's still functioning.
Okay, so we're not done here yet. We've got to defeat Imperials at long-range artillery and reactivate the long-range artillery. Whereabouts is that? Oh, there's a mission over there. So let's remember that before we finish up. Whereabouts is it? Just on that side of the trenches, okay. Don't want to, you know, miss out on stuff that I found, but I think when you get out of distance, yeah, they disappear, you see. So a little bit awkward, but these are the guys we've got to kill, I think. Yeah, all these guys are a lot tougher than what we've been facing so far. 4 out of 10. Imperial Guard Captain. He looks like a tough guy, doesn't he? Can we get up there? I'd like to fight him. Look at that! What a ridiculous outfit you are wearing. Have you no shame, sir? Honestly, some people just should not be able to dress themselves, should they? I'm no snappy dresser, don't get me wrong, but my god. What's he got? I don't want his outfit. We've got 5 more people to kill. You'll do. So I had a lovely soup for my dinner, and kind of want more. I'm really hungry. I wish I had some bread with it, because I've just ate it by itself, and I think you kind of need bread with soup. You know, I don't know. For me, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight. I'm not a fat guy, don't get me wrong, but you know, I've got a bit. Because I've like reached middle age, you know, I've got a bit of a stomach on me, and I'm trying my best to lose it, but it's very difficult at my age. Okay, now I've got to defeat snipers. He did say it wouldn't let up, didn't he? Once it started. He did warn us, bless him. We'd go in T7. I think the zoo is miles away by the looks of it. Let's hop on our speeder and get over there. It's like we're going down this way. Completely different area. To be honest, I thought the zoo was in there because it had got escaped Nexu, unless they've just run up there. Yes, this... Oh, actually, no. I think we need to go that way. You probably can get through, but there's no point going all the way out of our way just to find out that we can't get through. On the potential. On the potential. That's a new phrase I've just invented. Rather than potentially. On the potential. What the hell is that thing? An escaped sleen. Very nice. I wonder what the canon version of the Dianoga is. I know in Legends, if you want to call it that, the expanded universe, it changed a few times. I think there was a Dianoga that came with the UK Death Star playset. I don't think it came with the American one. or it's the other way around. I think it was the UK one that it came with, and it kind of looked a bit like a dinosaur with a big eye. And obviously it changed later into more kind of like a jellyfish kind of looking thing with a big eye on top. So I'm just wondering what it looks like now in canon, because they do change stuff. Anyway, where are these Imperial snipers? Are you a sniper? Yes. Good job, sniper. Didn't see me coming. I've only got to kill 6 of these guys, so should hopefully make short work of them. Oh. He was a little better, wasn't he? Sniped me. You guys snipers, yep. Not quite sure why you'd put all your snipers in one place. You'd have them dotted about the place, hiding. But, you know, who can complain, eh? Makes it easier for us if we've got to defeat 6 of them. We don't have to.
Close to Imperial territory now. Scanners have picked up a group of Imperial walkers headed our way. Do what you can to put those walkers out of commission. You'll be crossing enemy lines to reach them, so stay sharp.
Okay, obtain heavy ordnance. Doesn't sound very Jedi-like. Okay, we're going to go down this way, the way kind of the way we were heading before, but just the opposite direction. This is quite the mission, isn't it? Doesn't feel like a finale mission, though, does it, this? Just a long mission. So I'm not quite sure what else we're going to be doing after this one. So we got the trams working again, and now we're kind of helping defeat the Empire, or at least put them on, you know, on the back foot, I guess. What's this area meant to be then? That was the zoo. Not really sure. It should just be down here. Obtain heavy ordnance. I can't imagine what this is going to be. It says we've got to defeat walkers. Certainly never done anything like this in the game yet, I don't think. Like I say though, I think this is possibly the last full planet. Oh, dewbacks, they're cool. I've got one of those to paint for Legion. Quite looking forward to it actually. I'm gonna have to do that over the next couple of weeks. Start actually painting some stuff, you know. I've got it in my head now. But I do need to write an article for a journal. Oh dear, we attracted attention. Bonus, defeating 20 Imperial guy, okay. So we're going to do that. I think we should do that fairly easily, actually. So the next Star Wars book that I've got to read is the final one in the Jedi Academy trilogy. Can't remember what it's called, actually. The one with Exar Kun, of course, you know. The very famous novel. Probably, I'd say, definitely a product of its time. Kevin J. Anderson, very prolific author back in the early 90s Star Wars universe. But yeah, good nonetheless. Oh, I've got some heavy ordnance now. Whereabouts do we go to defeat these walkers then? Oh, I see, we're just planting bombs on them. Well, let's kill some guys before we do that, because I'm not quite sure if this bonus will carry over if we defeat the walkers first. Sometimes they don't. We've missed out on a couple of bonuses in the past doing that. Thinking that we can get on with the main mission and come back to it later. Or just not realising that we had a bonus running. I say we. The royal we. I say it as a way to lessen my own responsibility. I guess it's a subconscious thing. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know anything about psychology. Just making assumptions. Kind of common sense, I suppose, that. It's interesting. I once did a test, an unconscious bias test, where it turned out I was a little bit on the racist side, and I wasn't too keen on the disabled either. But it's not something that I really feel in general, so I don't know if it's nonsense. What I thought was interesting was one of my colleagues that did the same test did it twice, and before lunch and then after lunch, and found out before lunch she was racist and afterwards she wasn't. So oh no, the bonus is in stages as well. This is a long mission. Never mind though, let's just do the bonuses before we destroy the walkers, just in case. Just in case we mess up. Now I've got to destroy Imperial communication nodes, which is somewhere around here. Let's do it. That must be a communication node. Oh. It might have attracted your attention. Oh, there's a node up there as well. Trying to think, what game am I most looking forward to replaying or playing for the first time? You know, as part of this kind of like series I'm doing. And for me, Knights of the Old Republic is an obvious one. I am looking forward to replaying that. Not played it since it came out. But also the Jedi Knight series. I've never finished Dark Forces, the original one. I don't think. I don't remember finishing it. I might have done on the PlayStation. I've definitely never finished it on PC. Jedi Knight I've played through 3 or 4 times and really love that game. And there's another one over there as well, but there's 2 down there. Let's defeat that one. That looks like a bit easier to get to. Yeah, Jedi Knight Mysteries of the Sith I have finished and I really enjoyed, but not as much as I enjoyed Jedi Knight. I think Mysteries of the Sith, its downfall was the cutscenes felt a bit cheaper because they weren't live action, for one. But also, I found some of the missions a bit spooky when I was little. You know, when you're on Dromund Kaas. I think it's Dromund Kaas at the end. Oh no. Recover communication components from Imperial battle droids. Well, the battle droids were up here, weren't they? That's a scanner droid. Is that a battle droid? Decimator droid. Oh. Maybe it's just droids in general. Tell you what, the guy was right when he warned us that this mission didn't let up. I don't think we've ever done a mission like this before. Security, gunner. It says they're more in that area. So let's head down and see if we can find one. What's that? A sensor. Is that something that we need to worry about? Tracker droid. Perimeter Chief. In the right area, aren't we? Yes. So there should be battle droid around here somewhere. I am beginning to think it's just droids in general, so let's attack a droid. Two droids here. Hasn't dropped anything of use. They're sensor experts. This is pointless attacking them right now. They're not droids at all. It's going to get rather frustrating if I can't find the droids I need to kill. Must just be droids in general. These guys are droids. So there's no obvious battle droids anywhere. Have a look at the mission description in a minute if it tells you what droids to look for. Certainly seems like these aren't the droids we're looking for, doesn't it? Yeah. Can I do anything with this? No? Mission log. Bonus. Destroy Imperial heavy assault droids and decimator droids. Okay. Heavy assault and decimator. So it's pointless attacking these tracker droids. Well, there was a decimator droid up there, wasn't there? I thought we killed him. Scanner droids are... Never mind. We have to kill him anyway. Sensor, security, scanner droids. Can't see any decimator droids, but I am wondering if this other guy going around killing them all before we get a chance. So there was one up here, I'm sure. There he is, decimator droid. Got to kill 3 of these though. And hope that they actually have the damn things that we're looking for on them. But if they're this rare, they should have, right? I haven't found any heavy assault droids. I don't know what they are. Okay, what have you got? Yes, a droid component, 1 of 3. Be nice if we found one with 2 now, wouldn't it? So just have them all. But I don't think that's going to be likely. Oh, there's another decimator. Tell you one game I am looking forward to playing, and that's Obi-Wan for the Xbox. I'd need to buy an Xbox, and I am thinking of getting one fairly soon, because I imagine they're only going to get more expensive. But I've never played that game. Never owned it when I had an Xbox, and never played it since. But also some of the PC games, like TIE Fighter. I'm playing X-Wing at the minute, which is fun. I would like to play TIE Fighter because that's meant to be the best one of that series. I remember playing X-Wing Alliance and absolutely loving it, but it got very, very difficult, and I couldn't get any further in it, so I kind of gave up. But decimator droid over there. Kill this guy. I'm talking like, God, 20 odd years ago now, though. A long time ago. But not that far away. That joke got old, didn't it? I think I think all the Star Wars parodies used that one a long time ago, but no, not that far away. Yeah. Or next town over. I don't know. I guess it's a bit of an obvious joke, but you think a lot of this stuff would be like, well, let's not do the obvious joke. There we go. Right, so do we have another? Yes, final stage. Investigate the Imperial Command Tent. Okay. And then we will destroy these walkers and see what else we have to do. Imperial Command Tent all the way down there. Bloody hell. I'm a little concerned. The thing is, I imagine if we destroy these walkers, it's probably not going to be the last objective. Because these sensors are going to be for something, right? But I don't want to risk it and lose out on this bonus. I'm guessing there's going to be another objective afterwards, but it's just not worth the... especially now I've gone through all that effort. Somewhere around here. Okay, there's a mission there as well. Damn it. We'll come back for you. Have I gone the wrong way here? Looks like it's out of the park, doesn't it? It's not through there. Just somewhere up here. There's a couple of missions that we need to come back to. That we've seen on our, while we've been out and about. Ah, this is the command tent, look. Here he is. Imperial Park Commander. Can you imagine if that was your job title? Or Park Ranger. I guess that makes us... what was his name? Bloody hell. Yogi Bear. Okay, recover the codes from him. We've got to turn in that code cylinder now. I think we do that, yeah, way back there, I think. Okay, so let's go and destroy these walkers. So we can have a look and pick up those exploratory missions that we skipped by, if we can remember where they were. Oh man, the one was up here, wasn't it? And there was one in here somewhere. That's the problem, is you can't mark on the map, and I wish when you uncovered missions that they stayed on the map. It made life a lot easier. Okay, so it looks like there's one of these walkers outside of the park. Yes, here we are. Well, that's interesting. Oh, do I have to use code cylinder? Here we are. Oops. What? How do I do this then? How do I use it? Am I stupid? T7? I'm confused. There doesn't appear to be anything that you can actually click on. Oh, there we are. Okay, so you have to click a very specific place. Right. Well, that's good to know. Head round and do the other one. That's a bit annoying. I wish that it was clearer where you were clicking. Or meant to click. There's another one, look. Kill these guys, I think. I'll tell you a couple of games that I've played and I'm not 100% keen on, and that's the Rebel Assault series. I do like them. I think if they were easier, I'd really like them. But the fact that they're quite difficult, you know, kind of upsets me a little bit. You bastards. I'll have to wait for this to recharge now, won't I? Regenerate. Honestly. What a couple of knobs. Ah, we've done it to people before though, haven't we? Yeah, well. I don't know how long this is going to take. There we go. Right. Last one. It's just up the road. Then we'll see what the next objective is. It's got to be something to do with them sensors. I'm sure they wouldn't put sensors there without any purpose, right? But this is a long mission, this one. Before anyone else jumps in. Activate the homing beacon. Okay. Just follow the road round by the looks of it. I don't really want to go through the park because it's may just attract attention. Especially as a young female Jedi. We all want a bit. This might be the last planetary mission, you know? I can't see what else they're going to do that's going to be as extensive as this. I mean, this has taken forever, hasn't it? We've still not done all the exploratories that are around the area. Well, it looks like these homing beacons in public territory, so why couldn't they activate it? Why do they need me? It's behind me. Oh, there it is. Like, that guy could literally have done that, couldn't he? Anyway, where are we heading? No, just up here.
reached the rendezvous point, General Aves.
Good work. The Republic's taking care of what's left of the Empire's special forces. Those commanders you ran into were Imperial Guard, the most elite fighting force in the galaxy. If the Imperial Guard has landed in force on Corellia, this battle's nowhere close to over. We've got to get past them first.
I've never heard of the Imperial Guard.
It's extremely rare to see more than one at a time. As a unit, they've never been defeated and answer directly to the Emperor. We've got to find the Imperial Guard before they find us. Tracing their dispatch orders will be our best bet. The Imperial Command Center's not far from here. Use the spike to take control. Our techs will scan for any orders related to the Imperial Guard.
With their special forces down, the Imperial Guard might attack.
You brought the Republic this far. Our troops will give you as long as you need. The Empire's jammed our portable comm frequencies. Use their comm station to contact me once you've spiked their systems. The command center is the Empire's last holdout in Axial Park. Get inside and find out what they're planning.
Imperial Command Console, okay. Right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it a day there. We'll come back. I think next episode what we're going to do is find that exploratory mission that was down here before we head in there. And also the one that was up here, because I don't want to forget about them. So we'll do that next week. And, well, thank you for watching.